Hi, today we're going to work on surface area of prisms and pyramids. The surface area is of a three-dimensional shape. It's just the area of each side of the three-dimensional shape added together. So the first shape we have is a rectangular prism. I'm going to start off by finding the area of my front face. The dimensions of that are 9 by 5, 9 by 5. There's that rectangle in the front, and then it's also in the back. So I'm going to multiply that by 2. 9 times 5 by 2. Then I have the rectangles on the sides. So the dimensions of my rectangle on the side is 4 and 5. 4 times 5 times 2, because there's one here and one here. And now I have my rectangle on the bottom, right here. And the dimensions of that rectangle are 9 times 4, and there's also 2. There's the one on the bottom and the one on top. Now I'm going to take my calculator to figure out my calculations. 9 times 5 times 2 is 90. 20 times 2 is 40. 9 times 4 times 2 is 72. Add them all together. 72 plus 40 plus 90 is 202 inches squared. That is my surface area. It's the area of each face of my three-dimensional shape added together. Okay, now this is a triangular prism. I'm going to start off by finding the area of my triangle. I have my triangle in the front here, and then it's also in the back. So area of a triangle is base times height over 2. The base of my triangle is 12. The height of my triangle is 8 divided by 2. So 12 times 8 divided by 2 is 48. And I'm going to multiply that by 2 because there's two triangles, one in the front and one in the back. And get 96. I circle it because that's what I'm going to have to add to my final answer. Then I have, if we notice, this is a nice isosceles triangle in the front and in the back. So my two slants are the same dimensions. The rectangles are the same dimensions. And then the bottom rectangle is a different dimension. So my two slants, that's here and then here. So it's going to be, I guess I shouldn't have written over the number. Let's see, 15 times 10. So that's here and here times 2, because there are 2 of those. So 15 times 10 is 150. 150 times 2 is 300. I'm going to circle that because it is part of my final answer. Then I have my bottom rectangle. What, honey? So my bottom rectangle is 15 times 12. So area equals 15 times 12. And there's only one of those rectangles. So 15 times 12 is 180. So it's also part of my final answer. I'm going to add up all of my circled numbers, 180 plus 300 plus 96. And I'm going to have 576 meters squared. That is my final answer. Okay, and now here we have a rectangular pyramid in this shape. We have a square on the bottom, and then I have triangles that connect up to my pyramid, okay? So my triangles all have the same dimensions conveniently. So area of a triangle is base times height over 2. The base is 10. The height is 12. So 120 over 2 is 60. And then there are 4 of those triangles. So I'm going to do 60 times 4 and get 240. And then I have my square on the bottom. So my area of my square is 10 times 10, and that's 100. So 240